Okay. The question is. The question. I want you to pay very close attention to the question. In less than 2 months, we're going to come up on Black History Month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to honor dozens and scores of black ancestors, black leaders and past black leaders for Black History Month, right? And I remember in school, somewhere in the school, they would have pictures up or a mirror somebody painted of all the faces of the different black leaders. And of course, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, they would pretty much be displayed, and others. And the question is, do you believe that we should teach our children about these people? In other words, do you think that we should honor them by doing so, teach our children to emulate what they have done in the past as examples, to carry on their work, as in Martin Luther King and the dream and working for peace on earth? Do you think that these are things that we need to teach our children, and also hold up these black ancestors as examples? Or do you think we need to condemn them and their works and teach our children to go along in the sense, for example, during the time of slavery, you had many of the leaders like Harriet Tubman that went against what society had set up, which was slavery. Okay, so, and you had many blacks at that time that were not they were not in agreement with what she stood for, what she believed in, what she did, and they were perfectly fine being in slavery and feeling privileged to be able to work for the master that they had. You had blacks like that. So do you think that we need to condemn people like Harriet Tubman that went against the injustices, and teach our children to love their condition and love the people that have their people in captivity? Or do you think we need to honor these fallen heroes and sheroes? What do you think, and why? Is the tag. You think we need to condemn these people, or do we need to honor them and teach our children to emulate their practices, their legacy, and to increase the work that they started? What do you think?
That's a pretty loaded question.
It's not an easy question to answer.
It's very easy. Just speak from your heart. To say what's in your mind and your heart. Whatever's in your heart will come out your mouth.
Who's going to go first?
You started talking. You go first.
In one sense,
and speak loud so it can get in there.
In one sense, you might want to say you have to take each individual person.
Each individual, what you talking about? Each individual fallen hero. Like, take for example, we start off with Frederick Douglass or somebody like that.
Whoever you might choose.
Okay.
And basically, you would have to, from my point of view, try them with the scriptures. If they were living according to the word, if they were living according to the word, doing what the word said, do, and moving forward as far as the scriptures are concerned, then I would say,
let me say this. When I'm saying the fallen ancestors and heroes. I'm speaking of them as a group. And that's why I mentioned that at my school they would have a mirror, right? The different paintings and pictures, and they would have all of them up there as a group. Okay, and as a group, and what made them as a group, what linked them together, was the fact that at some level they fought the injustices that were being perpetrated upon a group of people whom they were a part of. Okay, and so whether it was in the courts, whether it was dealing with politics, whether it was just going toe to toe with this beast, they played some part in it. And as a group, couple months, Black History Month is coming up, and we have a group that was symbolized by the fact that they played a part in the overall struggle, which was to fight oppression from this single beast. So do we teach our children that what these people did was a good thing, and that our children need to emulate the activities of our ancestors? Or do we teach our children that these people did not do a good thing, and we should, we should honor those who have captured us, and certainly not emulate any of these people that had the audacity to challenge and to fight in various ways this beast. And so, should we teach our children? Should we celebrate the Black History? And I just say Black History Month because that's when they say it. But I believe in Black History Month every day. But should we continue to teach our children to look up to these freedom fighters, male and female, or should we condemn them? That's the question. And if it's a yes or no, just tell me why.
You're itching.
No, I want him to finish his point.
I would say it's hard to group them all in and say yes, because they did not all. I don't agree with all the methods in which they went about doing it. But
okay, but hold on. You say you don't agree with all of their methods, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
all right. I want you to explain that.
It was some, like, for instance, like Malcolm X, possibly.
Okay, what did he do that was so terrible and wrong, and you didn't agree with his methods? What did Malcolm X do that was so...
I wouldn't say he did anything wrong.
No, but you say you don't agree with his methods. Which methods don't you agree with? Probably not. And the cleaner, too.
And what?
Well, I'm going off the individual person, individual people.
Because they're honored as a group. Remember that.
Yeah.
And it's not even about the individual, because we're talking about a group of people that have been distinguished as a group because they have one common interest or one common thing that they did, and that was fight oppression.
If you leave it with that example,
right,
then yes, I would say that you could celebrate.
Okay, so we should teach our children about.
You should teach them about what these people did to fight against.
Right, and let them know that their ancestors were brave, that they were intelligent.
They stood for what they believed.
They stood for what they believed in, and they were willing to fight for what they believed in.
Right.
Okay, so we should teach them.